Hey there, everybody. Welcome back here on Tour Classic Movies. I'm your host, Dylan Cardoni, and thank you for being with us. Well, all night this month is our guest programmer of the night, which, of course, as I said before, I pick a person to pick 3 or 4 of their favorite classic movies. And I'm proud to say we're here to welcome back producer Gail. Gail, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
All right. It's good to have you with us
Oh,
here.
I'm glad to be here.
All right.
Late tonight, too. So.
Yeah, right. Well, the next film that Gail chose for us tonight is not like a Norman Foster movie, but this one is said to be one of the greatest directors in movie history. The movie is The Birds, released by the awesome year of 1963. The film was actually directed by the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, and which he also made Tippi Hedren her first film debut. Gail, this is actually one of the last of the best of Hitchcock's last movies, right? And particularly it's 1963, 50 years old, no doubt, right? Why did you choose this classic Hitchcock movie?
This movie scared the crap out of me when I first watched it. I think the big scene is when all the birds start gathering outside the school and they're on the monkey bars. And I could actually identify with the young girl that was in it, Veronica Cartwright. Right. Because I was pretty much at that age when I actually watched this film. And that scared me to see these birds. And now, to this day, when I see birds gathering on the telephone lines, and you wonder, wow, are they gathering, to be part of that? Tippi Hedren didn't do a lot of movies afterwards. Right. As you know, she had a big problem with Hitchcock trying to actually get jobs afterwards because he was, I think you had mentioned that he was obsessed with her. Right. But for me, again, you may actually go with more of the female leads in it. For me, it's more of the male leads. Rod Taylor, right? Because he was in Time Machine. And I loved him in Time Machine, and I loved him here. Great movie. Yes, he's a very handsome man. And that's, I think, because that movie scared me when I was young, that's why I picked that one. Right. Plus, too, this is Alfred Hitchcock's another great movie success, right? Particularly, like I said, it was 1963, right? And there's not a lot of great popular famous scenes or quotes in this movie, unlike North by Northwest or Vertigo or Psycho or Rear Window. This movie is actually one of the last of Alfred Hitchcock's big success, although he made like a lot of movies in the 1970s, but his films started to like low down a little bit, don't you think? Yeah, the shooting style changed a bit, and I think the movies, you're really expecting more in the special effects as the movies like moved on, and this scene, you know, when the birds are all gathering, is really kind of hokey. Oh yeah. When you're watching it. Absolutely. Especially today. If they remade that movie today, I think they could do so much with it. Right. Because they had to do this with either live birds or mechanical birds. Right. Right. But yeah, it's not the typical shooting style that you would see in a Hitchcock film. Right. Not like, you know, the camera move or anything like that you saw in Psycho at the beginning of it, or in Vertigo, or anything like that. But entertaining and scary if you just see it for the first time. Yeah, I believe this is actually one, like you said, it's one of Alfred Hitchcock's greatest masterpieces, right? And particularly, he's never won an Academy Award in his life. No, it's probably one of the most well-known ones, too. Yes, true. Right? And I think it's because it is fairly simple. And I think that's why people enjoy it that much. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the film. Here with the cast includes, of course, Tippi Hedren and Veronica Cartwright, Rod Taylor, and Jessica Tandy. Here's one of the best of the last of Alfred Hitchcock's movies. Here it is, produced and directed by the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Man, that last scene was a scary part. And I'm here to talk to someone who actually likes Alfred Hitchcock as much as I do, and she's our guest programmer. We'll welcome back Gail, who's the producer here at Cable 14. Gail, welcome back. Oh, thank you. All right. Now, as you said, this is actually, you were scared, right, when you were a kid by seeing that? I was scared, yes. When the birds are coming in and you can hear them, right? You may not see them, but you actually do hear them. moving around, flopping around. I actually worked at a haunted house. Not like it was a haunted house that you would pay money in to go in and get scared, okay? And one of the scenes, or one of the rooms in there, was actually a depiction of the birds. Yeah. The bird sounds, the flapping of the wings, and there's actually mechanical birds flopping around there. Not as good as actually seeing it and actually putting yourself into that position. Of it. Like I said, I could actually see myself, because I was at that age of the young girl that was in the film. Yeah.
Can you relate to Veronica Cartwright as Gail kind of type?
I think so. Yeah, I was a quiet, shy girl growing up, and I think when you're actually at that age and you watch someone in that one, I enjoy movies when I become part of it, and I could see myself be part of it. We did a movie before with Loretta Young, and I could see myself being that Loretta Young role. Type thing. It's usually more the male lead, though, that I'm attracted to. But it was an enjoyable film, scary.
Yes.
I watched it with my kids, and they've enjoyed it. Yeah. And they get scared at the same parts as what I did. And I think even it would happen today, too. And it does when we actually lose communication and you don't know what's actually going on. Yeah. That's a scary thing, too. Right. And is this happening all over the world, or is it just us?
Yeah, true. Yeah, as you said about back then, although this was actually nominated for the first and only Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, right? And actually, in one of the sequences when all the birds start attacking, that was actually made at the Walt Disney Studio. Did you know about that?
Oh, really?
Yes. It was made at the Walt Disney Studio because, you know, you can't have flying birds because they might fly out, right? Yeah. And like you said, do you think if they actually remade the birds, would you see it if it was more
I saw Psycho when they remade that. So yes, I think I would. Yeah. I think I would, and I would look forward to that, actually seeing that one. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Don't go away, because Gail chose for us another suspenseful movie, unlike Alfred Hitchcock's The Bird. But this one takes place in the year of 1944. The film, which actually stars Charles Boyer, and which gave Ingrid Bergman an Academy Award for Best Actress.